Alright guys, I am back with another Cobra Kai character video breakdown, and today I am going to be talking about a very controversial character within this whole show. And I have been waiting to make this video since like forever. I gotta get my facts straight before the fiends come at me. So today we are going to be talking about the Mr. Johnny Lawrence. So before I go in the way that I want to go in, because I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're so biased and blah blah blah. I don't give a damn, okay? I'm not biased, I just speak facts, and a lot of people can't handle that. So before I even get to my points as to why I can't get behind this character fully, or why I just don't like him, I am gonna bring up the good things that he has done first, so that way people can't say, oh, I didn't say anything good about him. All right, so I got you. So I wrote a list too, and it's a small list, okay? The good things that Johnny has done is two things. These two things do kind of go pretty big. He gave Miguel confidence, because that's something Miguel needed. Now, it's like, okay, that could be the main only reason, but no, Miguel did need the confidence when he first moved out there, because he really was a zero. Now, granted that Johnny wasn't going to really do anything up until they fought on his car, I will say that it was nice that he had his Mr. Miyagi moment in defending Miguel. So for that, he is going to get his credit, and I will definitely say that. He also helped Aisha and Hawk find a tougher version of themselves within themselves that they didn't know they had. And he also would give them really good advice during class. It's just the way that he did it may have came up like a jackass, which he is, but he had some things he has said like are true, like your enemy, like he did say, I think in season 1, your enemies don't care what day it is, and that is facts. I quoted that before, because that's facts. So Johnny does know about the real world. It's just the way he gives the advice to the kids, it can come off like a jackass, which he is. But other than that, those are really the only good things that I have seen him do. Alright, now let's get to the main event here. Whew, I've been waiting for this. Okay, because everyone's gonna say I'm biased, and I really don't give a damn. It's the fact that people have no common sense when it comes to facts. Alright, number 1, Johnny plays the woe is me act character all the time, and it is so damn annoying. You are too grown to not take any responsibility and put on this victim cape every single day of your life. I don't get how Johnny has made it thus far in his life, before he even met Miguel and Carmen and just everybody else. I don't know how he got this far, because like him playing the victim, I'm like, are you thirsty yet? Are you done yet playing the victim? I don't know. It's crazy. Like, it's kind of like he kind of wants people to feel bad that he now lives in Reseda, which, again, that's no one's fault but his own. He literally has made his bed 1,000 times and has had to lie in it. And it just doesn't make any sense why he can't understand that. His poor life choices are on him, but then again, he plays the well as me act and tries to put it off on someone else, as we seen him explain to Carmen, which is complete BS. Also, him losing to All Valley, he adds that in there, like, looks like him, like if he won the All Valley, his life would be better. It wouldn't be better, honestly. His life would still turn out the same, because he is a terrible person. Okay, he may speak facts at times, but he is a terrible person. Number 2, this man doesn't take accountability. My leg hurts now. I've never seen Johnny really take accountability. And people are going, oh, well, what about in season 3 after they left the little banquet hall dinner? He barely took accountability. Like, this man did the bare minimum when it came to taking accountability. It was just ridiculous. But in 1984, he takes absolutely no responsibility. I don't think he gets what he truly did was bullying. And I think that's my main issue. Johnny has never really apologized to Daniel for what he did in the 80s. And honestly, an apology, like I said in my other videos, an apology will go a long way, especially when it's genuine. And I don't believe that Johnny really feels that he has done something bad. It's kind of like, well, you know, you were talking to my ex. And this is the main thing I'm talking about. A lot of people say when I call Johnny out for lying, because Johnny did lie in season 1 when he explained to Miguel as to why he shouldn't date a LaRusso. And people go, well, from his perspective, that's what it looked like. And I'm just going to say this, well, from my perspective, that seems like bull, okay? It is. It doesn't matter from his perspective. It looked like he was moving in on his girl, which if you watched the actual Karate Kid movies, which majority if you didn't, you would know that literally they were broken up before Daniel even got to wherever they moved to. You will understand that he lied. It's like it's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's common sense that he lied. He lied and said he went over there to have a civil conversation, which he never did. He said that Daniel struck first, which he didn't. In actuality, you threw the radio at him and threw him down on the floor, and you struck first. You made the first move. And then on top of that, you were bullying the kid almost every day up until Halloween, because there's deleted scenes in the first Karate Kid movie of them bullying Daniel. So again, yes, he lied. Johnny left out parts of the story that he knew would make himself look bad to Miguel, because Miguel isn't a stupid kid. Miguel makes sense of things that make sense, and he would have called out his sensei, which is why Johnny purposely left it out. He doesn't take any responsibility or accountability, and it's annoying. Everyone else is supposed to do that and supposed to do their part, but it's like with Johnny or Miguel or Hawk, it's like there is no accountability, and it's dumb as hell. All right, number 3 on why I just can't stand behind this character, it's the hypocrisy for me when it comes to the fans, because everyone says they don't like Dimitri, right? And I go, why don't you like Dimitri? And they say, because, you know, Dimitri's mouth is reckless. Let's be real. Johnny's mouth is reckless as hell, okay? If Johnny did not know karate, okay, if you've seen SpongeBob, that's why I'm pronouncing like that, karate, you would understand that mouth of Johnny's would get him beat up on the daily if he did not know karate, okay? But people, for some reason, go, well, it's different with Johnny. No, it's the same thing. If you're not going to like Dimitri because you feel like he's a condescending ass, then that should be the reason why you don't like Johnny. And don't give me an excuse of, well, he's badass and he's the main character. So what? You guys bring up points as to why you don't like certain characters, but come to find out the characters that you do like, they kind of have that in common with the characters you don't like. I'm just saying, it sounds hypocritical to me. But his mouth is so reckless. The way he talks to these kids, I could not be a parent who has their child in Cobra Kai, because I don't care if I can't fight. I'm gonna beat your ass for talking about my kids like this. When he made Hawk cry, I was so mad, because it's like, why do you keep picking on him? He's already insecure about his lip deformity. Why bring it up and why continue to bully him? So again, it's just like he doesn't get when enough is enough, and he doesn't get when to stop. Which is why these kids in season 1 and having to walk around with this "I'm better than you" mentality, because he installed that in the kid's head. But for some reason, Daniel's just the bad guy. Like that dumb video that says Daniel was the real bully. If you watch that video and you honestly say, oh, this is facts, I just feel like you have no common sense, and that's just that. You can say I'm being mean, but I feel like if you did not watch the movie and you just watched the show and you watched that video, that you have no common sense, and that you need to watch the movie and then rewatch the show. Because Johnny literally will throw the rock and hide his hand all of season 1 in Cobra Kai. Now, will I say Daniel raising the rent was a little petty? Like, I mean, I would have did something a little bit different, with not on that high of a level, but it's like, you can't throw the rock first and then hide your hand and then be surprised when people throw it back. It's just, let's be real. My last and final reason on why I just can't get behind this character, number 4, is a big one, and it's really pretty much the only one that matters. He is an absent father. Oh my gosh. Like, let's just be real now. Johnny is like literally the worst father in the world. Like, the whole entire world, okay? And I don't feel like Johnny's redemption is really gonna matter unless he makes amends with his son. Everything else, oh, he helped Miguel and no, all that is cool and all, but that all goes out the window if you can't actually make amends with the person that matters, which is your own seed. I would hope so. It blows my mind how people will say that Johnny has attempted to talk to Robbie or attempted to be in his life. What is an attempt to y'all? Because I feel like the people say he makes attempts or he tries to the same people who get cheated on and then go back because, you know, he brought you all these flowers and gave you a Kit Kat and said, I won't do it anymore. And you're just like, okay, babe. That's how I feel like that's how y'all sound. Like, okay, his attempts are very small or they are the bare minimum, okay? Like in season I think it was season 1 episode 2 is when we meet Robbie and they say he's got caught with Molly or whatnot, and he's like, oh well, aren't you supposed to call his mother? And I'm just like, aren't you his father? What do you mean? Doesn't matter if she didn't call the mom. You're his father. Don't question the principal on why she called you. You're his father. That blows me. Now, honestly, I think my favorite Robbie line is when he says, don't try to play dad, now you're a pathetic loser. Literally, that scene has me cackling because the principal didn't know what to do. But I get why he said it. And people go, well, Robbie discourages him. Robbie's a child, okay? Last time I checked, Johnny is the adult, which means you need to put on your big boy pants and keep trying to earn your son's trust and prove to him that you're going to be in his life and it's going to be consistent. That's one thing he just can't do. But it's like you can be consistent in Miguel's life, but you can't be consistent in your own son's life. I don't get that. And you guys can't defend that. You can't say, well, it's different. No. The only reason why Johnny goes back to Miguel as many times as he does is because Miguel doesn't see the bum in him yet. Robbie has already seen the bum in Johnny, and it's just nothing he wants to be a part of. I can't blame him. An absent father always making excuses as to why they're not in their child's life. It makes no sense. Like, unless you were in a coma for that wasn't even trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to even slide that in there. But unless you were in a coma for like months or years, there's no excuse as to why you weren't in his life. But he goes, and then like in season 1 episode 4, he goes to the house, and once he finds out Robbie is missing school, he hasn't been in school. I don't like that he went over there and just tried to act like play dad, like Robbie said. Like, oh well, I'm here now. Why should it take you 16 years for you to actually take initiative and like come to my house? That irritates my soul with this man. I don't get it. It's like, dude, you don't take responsibility and you just don't get it. Like I said, because Miguel doesn't see the bum in him, it's so easy for Johnny to just run back to him rather than his own son, because Robbie has seen this before. He's seen the lies. He knows that whatever, oh, I want to be in your life and I'm your dad. It's like you say that, but you do the opposite of what you say, which is why he is just completely turned off and done with it. Like, it makes no sense why people don't understand why we just don't like Johnny. This is a big reason, like, besides the other 3 reasons, number 4, which is being an absent father, is really my main reason. Because it's so many times where Robbie actually has been open to letting him speak and talking to him, and Johnny will either get mad and frustrated and easily gives up, or he will make it about his rivalry with Daniel, which is completely stupid because the only person that matters is your son. Nobody from the 80s should matter, okay? You and your son are the only people that matter in the situation. Like, when he went to go pray with Miguel's family rather than go visit his son, that irks my soul. And it's some people who actually say, well, oh, he made the right decision, or I don't blame him. No, I do blame him. Don't put your name on the list and get his hopes up because he was excited that his father was going to see him just to go pray with Yaya and Carmen, okay? Like I said, Miguel was fine. He had his family. He did not need Johnny there. Johnny proved right there that his priorities were with Miguel. Like, the only person that matters to him is Miguel, because that's the son he wants, because Miguel will never see that side of him because he tries hard not to. Even when Miguel yelled and told him to get out after he found out he may be paralyzed, Johnny goes he like literally comes back. It's like he even injured himself to stay in a hospital to be with Miguel, and it's just stupid. Like, you don't try this hard. Now, I will give him points on the episode after he misses the visit where he does go to the soup kitchen to, you know, try and be there with Robbie. I'm like, okay, you know, you're taking initiative. This is what I like to see. This is what he should be doing. Especially when he sees that Robbie's like kind of struggling to carry the soup, and you know, he's like, oh, I got it. He's like, okay, I know you can do it, but you know, but I'm your dad and you're my kid, so let me help you. I was so excited because I'm just like, yes, you're doing exactly what you should be doing. Doesn't matter if he said he can do this. You know he can do this, but that is your son. And then he ruins it by putting his foot in his mouth. I just can't. It's like, I don't understand how people like Johnny and just run with the narrative that his son is the bad guy and that he doesn't give him a chance. But it's been plenty of times where Robbie has given him a chance to explain himself and try. Literally just go back and watch the episodes. It's on Netflix. Especially if you're not paying for the account, okay, then go back and watch it, sweetie. It's not that hard. Alright, and that is just my Cobra Kai character video breakdown. It's just, all around, Johnny's a terrible character. And until he takes responsibility and apologizes and actually makes amends with his son, he will never have redemption. Alright, and I will see you guys next time.